Hi, my name is Shantae Cassell. I'm a Vice President of Learning and Development in Early Careers for a bank in Charlotte, North Carolina. Along with my full-time employment, I'm a wife and mother of 3 children, ages 16, 18, and 23. I've been married for 16 years and counting, and I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. This year makes 20 years that I've been in learning and development in various roles. Prior to my current role, I worked in learning and development for Google, as well as other financial services organizations. And I also worked as a community college professor of communication studies. In my current role, I collaborate and consult with stakeholders, business leaders, HR partners, instructional designers, as well as program participants in our early careers department. I also work to curate and create content in support of our program participants. So when I say early careers, that department consists of newly hired college students or newly hired college graduates, as well as employees that have followed a non-traditional or unorthodox path. That includes not having a degree, but still needing that necessary experience or exposure to the bank. In the programs that we offer, there are internships as well as rotational programs with different lines of business, and the experience and exposure that they receive puts the employees on a path towards leadership within 5 years because of the development provided through our programs. Specifically, the lines of business that I support are HR, risk, finance, audit, public affairs, just to name a few because there are a lot more. What I love about my job is being able to coach and develop new employees before they get both feet into their careers. They still have fresh faces and fresh perspectives, and I like being able to encourage and influence them before they're tempted to be tainted by more seasoned employees. I think we've all been in situations where we've been around some employees that have been in the organization for a long time, and maybe they're dead behind the eyes and they're just coming to get a check and they don't really care anymore. And an early careers participant or early careers employee could be tempted to demonstrate those same behaviors because of what they see. So I like to catch employees before they get to those kinds of employees so that they still feel the beauty of the beginning of their career paths before the seasoned employees that don't love their jobs get them. So I love the demographic that I work with because it's essentially an extension of the students that I used to work with as a professor. And because I have a son that just graduated college last year, I have the ability to anticipate the needs of program participants for a greater impact. And I like to put my years of experience to good use by providing different perspectives for a greater impact. What I find challenging, that leads me to that, is that there's a lack of diverse opinions and fear, a culture of fear in my organization. That's a challenge in my job because it's constantly present in the workplace. And essentially, it's a challenge because if you think differently from the norm, it's not really embraced, despite the check boxes and phrases used that diversity and belonging are welcome. The idea is that bring your whole self to work, but if your whole self differs, then that's a problem. So that's discouraging sometimes. Anyway, that's just a little bit about me. I'm looking forward to learning more about my classmates and hearing about the similarities and differences in our experiences. And thank you for listening.